quarterback in the league. Oh, what a catch by Jay Nathaniel. That touchdown, Hurricanes.
Junior take a shot deep. Open target. From left to right, sets up. Oh,
down.
Watch him, he's going to set up. He's going to go for the... It fell from the sky into Aaron Ike's hand.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to CFSL, brought to you by PX Sports. We're here in Baton Rouge, 58 degrees, clear skies, and a tad bit windy. We're going to watch over Georgia versus LSU. My name is Morty, and I'm here with Valente. How are we feeling, my man?
I'm feeling very good after last night's win for Florida. Today, neither of these teams can clinch the playoffs, but they have a very good chance of making those playoff voting odds a little bit better.
Voting odds on the line. The ball going towards Georgia to start things off. And, man, I'm excited to see this one go down.
Yeah, I love watching Georgia and LSU play. They have a very, very good quarterback in Seth Chapman and very electric return man in Frankie Dawkins. He had a couple of touchdowns a few weeks ago. This is going to be a big game from these teams.
And first play on the field, handoff, goes straight to first down, 10 yards found, 13 for Lane Easton.
Yeah, freight train Lane Easton, the nice carry there. He had a big game last week with 111 yards.
And, man, he's got a lot for the season, too. Lane Easton is definitely a monster, but this time we're going for a pass off to the left side. Incomplete, though.
A good coverage downfield by the LSU defense. And back to Lane Easton, he needs 119 yards to cross the 1,000 mark on the season.
On the 38-yard line, the left hash mark. Two receivers on the right side. We're handing it off this time yet again. Going to be able to run up the left side, find a first down, and a bit of change on top of that. That's 21 found for Lane Easton.
And that's definitely a great start. He's up to 34 yards on the night, making that just a bit closer to that 1,000-yard mark. And great drive so far from Georgia.
Great drive indeed. They are moving these chains to get this game started, and they're coming out of the gates hot, man. There is no time to waste. Three receivers line up on the right side, the left hash mark of the 41-yard line. Quick throw down the middle. That's going to go to Jadon Charles for 15 yards.
Yeah, solid throw there. Clean pocket and just a nice throw on the slant to get an extra 15 yards there.
An extra 15. I tell you, they're moving down the field quick. I mean, they're already, what's that, the middle of the field, the 26-yard line. And I mean, they're a quarter of the way there before we get into the end zone here. Handing this one off yet again to Lane Easton, who finds 3 yards, 2nd and 7.
And that's a great stop there by the LSU defense, only allowing 3 yards on the carry and a big 2nd and 7 here for the LSU defense.
A big 2nd and 7. Two receivers on the right. We're handing this one off. This time goes to Rodney Powell, but no yards found. As a matter of fact, we lost some.
Yeah, Jay Reed on the tackle there, the linebacker. That is his first tackle for loss on the season, I believe. Or actually, no, it's his 8th. My apologies.
Two line up on the left and one on right. Maybe we're looking for another throw yet again. Chapman's in the pocket, looking for a target. Quick throw off to the right, and it's intercepted. It's intercepted. LSU got their hands on the ball.
And that was a great play by Harley Ryder. You just see ran the route for him, gets the toes down. That's a catch on Sundays, and that's LSU football.
That's LSU right there. Love to see that coming through just when you think you're about to hit the end zone. Georgia just lost everything they've worked for. Now LSU line up offense on the ball. It's going to be a handoff who decides to swing out to the left side, but gets swarmed by a sea of white and red. Kylan Oden just lost 3 yards.
Yeah, a big swarm of white jerseys there, and Kendall Simmons coming down with that one. A lot of people in the backfield, and good read on Kylan Oden there.
2nd and 13 is the play for LSU as they line up in the middle of the field, the 11-yard line. Handoff this time yet again goes to Kylan Oden, but can only find 4 yards, 3rd and 9.
I believe that was Clayton Cobb in the backfield on the stop. So a big 3rd and 9 coming up here deep in their own territory.
And let's see if they can move their way out of here. Looking for a pass. That's Moss in the pocket. Deep throw off to the left, but it's incomplete. Richard Howe deflects that down.
He had great coverage downfield by Richard Howell, and I love the opportunity that Moss gave to get his receiver way past the sticks. And unfortunately for them, it was swatted down, and they're going to punt this one back. And Georgia probably going to have really good field position to start this next drive.
They're going to have great field position, but their momentum was kind of shot by that interception. You know what I mean? As a quarterback, you're not feeling good throwing that pick this early into the game. I mean, less than 2 minutes in, it's not great for your mental, but he's going to have to shake it off. He's going to have to live in the moment if they want to get into the end zone and put the first 7 up on the board as they line up here at the 40-yard line. 2 receivers on the right and 1 on left. Chapman's looking for a target off to the right. Almost got picked yet again. Goodness.
Yeah, Harley Ryder on the deflection there, and you know, you got to be a little bit safer with that ball. I understand wanting to put it in a good area for your receiver to catch it. You just got to be a little safer.
Handoff, faking the handoff to the halfback. We're throwing it up to the left side. Goes to 19, who shakes off one, but's pushed out by another. Jason Wentz for 30 yards.
That's the freshman Jason Wentz coming up big on this play. You see pressure in the face of Chapman. He stands in and delivers this throw for a huge gain.
That's a big boy right there. He's able to shake off one, but out of bounds, unfortunately, forced him out and couldn't find much more. But 30 is still very good. Very, very good, as they're now only 10 yards shy of that beloved end zone everyone's looking for. As we're lining up here, first down, 1 receiver on each side, the left hash mark. Play action moves 1 over. Handoff this time goes to Lane Easton, but couldn't find any yards out of it.
And that one was swallowed up quickly by A.J. Zachary, the safety, setting the edge. And that's a good tackle on Lane Easton, who's very hard to take down on first contact.
That's a textbook read from the LSU defense. I'm a big fan of what they pulled off right there, but they're going to need to do that a couple more times. It's a handoff, faking it. This time Chapman's running up middle. Chapman's holding on to it, and he found a hole. He made it in. Touchdown for Georgia.
And he had great blocks up front there and just found that hole, got into the end zone, and gets Georgia on the board first. 6 minutes and 8 seconds left in this quarter.
And the Bulldogs are looking to be the alphas for the evening as they set the tone. Just 3 minutes into this game and 7 points up. LSU need to respond fast.
And I like what Georgia did responding to that interception, forcing it back to themselves. Able to score there, but LSU, you got to get some momentum going. If you want to stay in this one, don't let them, gain on you too early.
It's Billy Davis with a 26-yard return and able to get LSU in a decent position. Definitely, that's somewhere to start. Lining up on the left hash mark, the 28-yard line, and 2 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Who's Moss going to be looking for? Bit of pressure in the pocket. He throws it out of bounds.
Definitely the safe throw there. You don't want to force anything. Live to see another down.
And another down is here. Second down, to be exact. No yards found from the last, so we're still at 10. This time we're faking the handoff. Moss holding on to it yet again. Good amount of pressure in the pocket. Forces a quick throw off to Mikey Fusado for 8 yards.
And that's a good catch for the freshman. Even better throw from Tavon Moss in a nice little tight window there. Brings up 3rd and short. LSU 0 for 1 so far on 3rd down.
And ball snap, fakes the handoff, quick throw up the middle, goes to Mikey yet again for 9 yards.
And he's been the go-to guy on this drive so far, clearly, and it's been working as they move the sticks.
And lining up yet again, the 46-yard line, first down, left hash mark. And Moss is hanging out in the pocket, looking for a target up left, but incomplete.
And a good job there by the Georgia defense, and 2nd and long here for the LSU Tigers.
And 2 on the right side yet again. Play action moves 1 over from left, 3 on right. Quick dump off to the left though, and the pass is incomplete.
And he was looking for the screen, and it was read instantly by Richard Howell, punching that ball out, forcing a 3rd and 10 for the LSU Tigers.
Let's see what they can do. Moss hanging out in the pocket. He's forced to throw, and it's complete. Goes to Kylan Oden, but only 2 yards found. They're going to have to punt it here.
Yeah, Kendall Simmons on the tackle, and you know what? They're going to be able to pin Georgia back deep into their territory, so this might be a win for the Tigers on this punt, potentially.
Now, for the first part of this first quarter, Georgia didn't really have a problem moving those chains. Let's see if they can maintain the solution to that problem, which was,
And that was a wonderful punt. That's a for the brand moment. Get those FTBs in chat.
For the brand moment. So now lining up at the 2-yard line and handing this one off to Lane Easton, who runs up middle, finds 4 yards. They've got a lot of green to go through if they want to get to the end zone.
Man, that's a solid run right there to create some space for your quarterback. Give him some comfortability. You know, not as close to the end zone as he once was.
And what really will hurt Georgia here is the amount of effort they're going to need to make this drive happen. They're probably going to get gassed out. There's going to be a lot of energy put into this drive. Also from the LSU defense, let's see how they hold up as Lane Easton picks up 5 yards on the run, 3rd and 2.
Inching closer to that first down marker with every run. You just got to stay away from the end zone behind you. You don't want to give LSU any free points. Georgia 0 for 1 on 3rd down so far as they got a 3rd and 2 right here.
Can we even things out, or will we keep the goose egg? Chapman looking for a target up right side. Found, goes to number 4. That's Haas Carter with a 4-yard reception. Gets that first down in.
And they're going to move the sticks, save this drive, and LSU won't get a chance to get that ball back in solid territory as they continue this drive.
And lining up with 2 on left, 3 on right. Chapman surely looking for a pass here. A lot of pressure in the pocket, forces the throw out right. Goes to Haas Carter for a 4-yard reception.
Yeah, Rome wasn't built in the day. They're taking their sweet time with this drive so far. I mean, 5 plays has gotten them about 15 yards, but it's moved the sticks. So, I mean, I like it.
2 up left, faking the handoff. Chapman's holding on to it yet again. Runs up right side, finds a first down, finds 20. Good Lord, the Jets on this man got him far as hell.
And that was a great play. He's going to pull right here as you see, and they're just going to bite on the running back, and they're just not respecting the ability that Seth Chapman has with his feet to get it done himself, and that's a huge gain for the Bulldogs.
And look at that. They're already lining up at the 43. Good amount of yardage obtained so far, but they're not even halfway there yet. Handoff goes this time over to Rodney Powell for a 22-yard rush.
And that's a walk-on getting the carry there, and that's for a huge gain. Great blocks up front, even into the second level, and he's just going to make a huge play to get up past midfield.
Big run indeed. The running game from Georgia tonight has been phenomenal so far. Let's see how much they continue to invest into it with play action moves. One over. We're handing this one off to Aaron Highsmith, but no yards found. He's sacked in the backfield.
That is a great play there by A.J. Lucier for the tackle for loss, able to set the edge and force Lane Easton back to the inside, or Aaron Highsmith, excuse me, on the play. 2nd and 13 here for Georgia.
And with 1 on each side, this time we're handing it off yet again. Rodney Powell on the rush, but no yards found. 3rd and 14 for Georgia.
And another tackle for loss there by, I believe, Bill Cooper was the one there.
3rd and 14. The 39-yard line towards the left hash mark. Looks like Chapman's going to be going for a pass. He's got 4 on the outside. A lot of pressure in the pocket, though. Dumps one deep. It's complete to Aaron Highsmith for a touchdown. Georgia Bulldogs.
And what a throw. He's just going to launch this one deep to Aaron Highsmith. And speaking of touchdowns, over on Twitch, we have a 9-yard touchdown pass to Blake Brock as Texas goes up 7-3 on A&M with 2:26 left in the first.
Good Lord, the cannon on Seth Chapman. He's got the jets, he's got the cannon. This guy's a dual threat if I've ever seen one. I mean, talk about a phenomenal drive to get Georgia down. And think about where we started, Val. That was a long drive, and then they made it happen quick.
Yeah, definitely to start this game with that interception, the way he bounced back, and now they have a 2-possession lead in this game, and all the momentum is in their favor right now. They just got to keep building on it. But if I'm LSU, you got to go out there, get out of your comfort zone a little bit, force the ball downfield, obviously, and get it to your playmakers. We know they have talent in that receiving room, and hopefully get a score on the board to make this game a bit more interesting for the Tigers.
And thinking about how the Georgia offense just took so much time in the first quarter being on the field, I'm surely hoping that their defense will let them breathe a little bit as Tavon Moss looks for a target on the left side, but it goes incomplete.
And that's where the wind's going to come into play. Those deep passes are probably going to sail a couple of times. That wind's going to push that ball just a bit further.
Moss still looking for a target, though, through the pocket. Quick throw down the left side. It's complete. Down the 30, down the 25, down to the 15. Lewis Faircloth falls at the 10-yard line. A 59-yard reception gets the ball moving for LSU.
And that is a great throw. Look at the stumble there from the Georgia defender, and they just take advantage of that. That catch puts Lewis Faircloth over 700 yards on the season, so congrats to him. That's a big gain to open this drive.
And it looks like the Tigers are on the prowl for their first 7 on the board tonight with 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. They're looking to get started early and answer back to what Georgia's been putting up so far. 2 receivers on the right side, the left hash mark of the 10. Moss is looking for a target, found one on the left. That's a great move right there. Dior Walker picks up 9 yards. We're just shy of the end zone.
It hits his man in the flat, gives him a chance to make a play, and he's going to get 9 yards, and this is a very short 2nd and 1.
This is Georgia's last stand, the goal line stand, but they're going to be sat down by Kylan Oden, who gets into the end zone. Touchdown for the Tigers.
And that was a great play by Kylan Oden, but I got to give acknowledgement to the big guys up front. You should have saw that big pancake block by the O-lineman, opening up the lane for the end zone, and Kylan Oden brings this game within 1 possession.
And just when Georgia thought they had everything under control, LSU answers with a 7 to put up. They've got 7 more to find if they want to even things out with the Bulldogs. But Georgia's about to get back on the field, their offense at least. As the return goes up the middle and already taken down quick. Frankie Dawkins picked up 30.
Yeah, the electric return man. This special teams unit for LSU has to respect the ability that he brings to the table.
Seth Chapman and the rest of the Georgia offense on the field. Handoff this time goes to Lane Eason, but he's caught into the backfield. No yards found.
And that was a great play there by Cletus Clodfelter, able to come down with the tackle for loss. A long 2nd and 10 here for the Bulldogs.
And with 2 receivers on each side, lining up here, Chapman's looking for a target on the left. It's complete, and that's Jadon Charles for an 11-yard reception.
And that's his 2nd catch of the night, and that is a big one to move the sticks once again for the Bulldogs.
And a first down has been found. The left hash mark of the 40-yard line for Georgia, who has a lot of pressure in the pocket, forced to throw out right, but it's complete to Aaron Highsmith. He had to fight for that one.
Yeah, a lot of defenders in the area. He faked the handoff there and just tossed it up, and he comes down with that one. That's a huge play from a big game guy like Aaron Highsmith.
A big play indeed. He's been a playmaker tonight for the Bulldogs, and can't wait to see what he's got for the rest of the game. And lining up back here at the 44-yard line, Bulldogs faking the handoff here. Chapman's holding on to it. A lot of protection in the pocket. He's able to get a good throw off to Jeff Masser for 11 yards. Another first down has been found.
Yeah, that's great coverage there by LSU, but Chapman putting these balls exactly where he wants them, and another big game there for the Bulldogs.
And Chapman's been able to shake off that early interception. I thought that was going to hit him in the mental a little bit, but he's been performing great since then. I think that really straightened things out for him. He's been playing smart since. Quick throw up to the left side, but it's incomplete. A lot of pressure in the pocket there.
Yeah, a lot of pressure and great coverage downfield for the Tigers to set up the 2nd and 10.
And 2 on left, 1 on right. This will be the 33-yard line. Fakes the handoff. Chapman's holding on to it, running upfield, but he gets clotheslined.
And a nice 6-yard gain for the Bulldogs. Going to make this 3rd down a bit shorter. Georgia 2 for 3 on 3rd down so far tonight.
I love aggressive quarterbacks like Seth Chapman. He's not afraid to fight for yards. He's not sliding. He's a running. Big throw up the middle. That one goes to Don Carter, who picked up a whole lot of yards and just got them at 1st and goal.
Yeah, and he's just wide open up the seam, just hits his man. It takes a big hit at the end, but good for him. Able to hang on to that ball to make this 1st and goal for the Bulldogs.
First and goal, the left hash mark, and Chapman might be looking for a pass, but with the first quarter over now, they're going to have some time to think about what they need to do right here. That being said, we're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back. And back up on the field, 3 yards away from glory, the Georgia Bulldogs line up on the ball and faking the handoff. Chapman's holding on to it, but he's taken down in the backfield.
That's a great play by Cletus Clodfelter. Didn't get faked out. You see, he looks like he's going to hand it off to the running back, but Clodfelter sniffs that one out, makes a big play for the loss.
I like that Cletus is putting respect on the name of Seth Chapman, realizing, hey, this guy can do it too. He doesn't need a halfback. He can do it all on his own. But this time we're handing it off to the halfback. That's Rodney Powell, but doesn't find a yard. We're 3rd and goal, and we're losing yardage.
Yeah, A.J. Lucier on the tackle there, his 2nd tackle for loss on the night. This is going to be a big 3rd and goal. Georgia, of course, doesn't need to force the ball into the end zone to take a 2-possession lead, but I know they'd like 6 points here.
3 on the right side. Chapman's looking for a target. A lot of pressure in the pocket. Forces the throw. It's incomplete. Now we're 4th and goal. That should force the field goal.
That should. And that one just sailed a bit too far. He had the open man, but the wind might be able to affect this kick. Let's see what we got here for Russ Munson.
It'll be Russ Munson on the kick. He's able to find the extra 3 needed. And Georgia now up 10 above LSU. But the Tigers are about to get the ball back after this return. Good run up the middle for Billy Davis. That's 27 yards on the run, and LSU's offense lining back up on the ball here.
They're going to start this drive on the 24. Let's see if they can build on that momentum they got from the stop there.
And Moss looking for a target. Good amount of protection in the backfield. Great shot blocked down, but oh, that dude was laid out.
And he caught that ball and instantly dropped it. Got laid out by the defender there, and just a huge hit.
Georgia trying to spark some sense into the LSU offense here, trying to get them alive nice and early. A lot of pressure in the pocket, forces the throw from Moss. That goes to Bob McRoberts, who finds that first down, and a bit of change on top of that.
Yeah, arguably one of the best tight ends in the league there, open on that play, and he's just a big playmaker. Frankie Dawkins tried to swipe that one out, but good ball skills there by McRoberts to hold on to that one.
First down, yet again, the left hash mark, and that is a big formation on the line of scrimmage there. Quick throw down the middle, goes to Bob McRoberts yet again.
I'm just going to hit him on the check down, get a few yards, 6 yards, I believe, out of that one, inch closer to midfield.
Line it up here, 2nd and 4. LSU has 1 deep on the right side. Handoff goes to Kylan Oden, but couldn't quite find any yardage.
Yeah, eaten alive by a bunch of white jerseys. Is Bo Martin going to be credited with that tackle for loss? Look at that, 5 Georgia defenders in the backfield on the running back there, and just a great play to make this 3rd down a bit longer, and LSU 1 for 3 on 3rd down to enter the game.
2 on right, 1 on left. Moss is looking for a target. He's comfortable in the pocket there. Forces a good throw out, and it's complete. LSU is in the end zone. Touchdown for the Tigers.
And wide open on this 3rd down, Mikey Fusaro with a big catch. He beats the defender. There's not a single guy within 10 yards of him. He's just going to take complete advantage of that. LSU brings this within 3.
Beautiful drive by the Tigers there, short and sweet, as they're able to put up another 7 on the board. 70-14 is the score so far, and Georgia are up 3, and they're about to get the ball back. Let's see how they can answer this advantage. Taken down to the backfield, Aaron Highsmith with a 21-yard return.
Also want to add that was Mikey Fusaro's first touchdown of the season, and that also puts him over 600 yards on the season as well.
Great job to Mikey as Chapman now has his hands back on the ball, looking for a target, but goes incomplete. He throws it out.
I live to see another down. Don't force nothing dumb there, and 2nd and 10 coming up for the Bulldogs.
On the 20-yard line, Chapman hands this one off. That's Lane Easton on the run, finds that first down. Oh, it's 3rd and inches.
Just short of the line to gain. But I mean, you have one of the best backs in the league at getting a couple of inches. Why not hand it to him here on this third down?
And with 2 on right, 1 on left, Chapman hands it off yet again. Lane Easton absolutely demolished that defender right there and fights for that 6 yards.
He needed a couple inches. He got 6 yards, and that's a huge gain for the Bulldogs to get a nice gain there and spot this one on the 37.
Man, that was a massive hit from Laney right there. That was huge, and we're going to hand it off. Faking the handoff. Chapman's holding on to it, running upfield, fighting for the first down, and Chapman got it himself. Another movement of the chains.
And that's the great thing about having a 1-2 punch backfield. Either you hand it off, they got to respect that, or you take it yourself, and you got to respect that too.
And Chapman's got an arm, too. He's going to show it off right here. Long throw up the middle. Almost intercepted there by Marvin Olson, but he couldn't get his hands on the ball.
And a great play there by Marvin Olson. And luckily for Georgia, they're going to live to see another down.
And with 2 on right, 2 on the left. Big throw up the middle. Great slant route there from Don Carter. Picks up 16 and gets Georgia just that much closer to the end zone.
Yeah, very tight window throw there by Chapman. We're going to look at this one more time. Bam, just gets the catch there and it's brought down after a huge gain.
No fear found in the offense of the Georgia Bulldogs. They line up yet again, first down in the middle of the field. One receiver on each side. What's Chapman going to be going for here? Fakes the handoff, looking for a throw. Big one off to the right. He's left open. Don Carter gets into the end zone. Touchdown for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and that was a little bit of an off-platform throw. A lot of pressure in the backfield. He just hits his man, and that's a great throw. Great catch for a touchdown for Georgia.
That was a dynamic, well, I should say a trio there. That's Don Carter, Lane Easton, and the quarterback Seth Chapman just ran that drive and let the Bulldogs put another 7 up. But LSU about to get their hands back on the ball yet again. Taken down just shy of the 30. That's Kylan Oden for a 29-yard return.
A positive return there by the running back.
And with LSU's offense lining up back on the ball, 2 receivers on the left side. Moss fakes the handoff, now looking for a target. He's comfy in the pocket, though. Big throw off to the left, and boom, that goes straight to Lewis Faircloth for 25.
And he could have done his taxes in that pocket, man. It was so clean, and his man gets open right here. Lewis Faircloth goes up and gets that ball up for a huge gain for the Tigers.
He was comfy back there, man. Could have done his taxes. Could have got caught up on all the paperwork needed. Fill out all the forms. 2 on left side. Moss looking for a target here. Big throw off to the right. Left wide open there was Bob McRoberts. 5 yards found.
Over on Twitch, we have a 7-yard touchdown pass to Malcolm Dansby as the Aggies go up 13-10 on the Longhorns with 3:31 left in the half.
And with 2 on left, 1 on the right, LSU looking for a big throw there. Moss finds one straight down the middle, and Kylan Oden on the reception. First down found for the Tigers.
And that's a great play for the Tigers, keeping momentum going here on this drive up to the 33-yard line.
This has been an offensive battle tonight, and the Tigers looking to overtake this battle right now, lining up here on the left hash mark of the 32. Taking the handoff, Moss in the pocket yet again. He's feeling comfy, though. Line's doing their job, but be careful from the left side. Oh, he loses 5.
And he had a lot of time there, but L'Jarius Sexton able to get off the block there, and no one open downfield. We're going to call this one a coverage sack, but either way, great play by the Bulldogs and L'Jarius Sexton for the loss of 5.
Man, if I were Moss right there, I would have just ran up there. I mean, Tavon Moss could have found a pretty good amount of yardage there. Maybe not a first down, but, you know, a pretty good amount. But now they're fighting here at 2nd and 15. And Moss looking for a target yet again. Up the left side. It's complete for 28 yards. Lewis Faircloth, big reception.
That's his 3rd catch of the night. He's already up to 112 yards. He beats the press here and just wide open downfield on the streak. Beats 2 guys there, and wow.
Beautiful play from the Tigers. They're on the goal line, and they've got big dreams to take down the Bulldogs. Moss fakes the handoff, comfortable in the pocket, steps to the outside, and Roman Rodriguez steps up to find the ball 9 yards on the game.
That's a good game there by the receiver on the run.
And just shy of the end zone, just a couple steps needed to find 7 more. What will they do to make that happen? Handoff goes in for Kylan Oden. Touchdown for the Tigers.
A really reliable running back to get you 1 yard, and great blocks up front as Kylan Oden's going to get into the end zone. And speaking of the end zone, over on Twitch, they have a 67-yard touchdown pass to Mateo Macias for Texas. They're going to retake the lead 17-13 with 2:58 left in the half. I tried my hardest to refrain from making a 6-7 joke there. Did it work?
I mean, you brought it up, so I mean, it worked okay, I guess. That's Frankie Dawkins on a 17-yard return. It's good to see that we've got close games both here on the Twitch and the YouTube. It's been a hell of a night here for week 8 of CFSL. I know it's a bit of a bittersweet moment us getting to this point, but man, all these teams are putting on a hell of a show for us to enjoy as we go towards the end here. That is Seth Chapman and the rest of the Bulldogs lining back up on the ball. First down as Chapman steps out of the pocket. He is comfortable back there, man. Looking for a throw. It's complete. Found the DeJohn Charles for 29 yards. What a play.
That's a great throw. He's just going to beat the DB right here. He's going to cut inside. Not even a lot of separation there, and Chapman's still going to force this one in. Oh, there we go. Cuts his way upfield, finds a way open up to midfield, and that's just a great play for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, before he cut back, I was thinking like, man, I mean, he could smell the fart on a shoe or something. I mean, I don't know. That was real close, but that was a smart cut back there from Jadon and able to find his hands on the ball. Chapman stepping back here for the first down. Interception, though. Interception. Oh, my God. LSU got their hands on the ball.
Billy Davis coming up with that one. That's the second pick of the game for Chapman. And LSU's going to have a chance to take the lead here with a really good field position after this pick.
I mean, they're just, if they can just get on this drive here, if the LSU offense can wake up right here, get back on the ball, and let's make this happen. They only have 50 yards to make. This is a pretty good field position. This is not bad at all for LSU. Let's see what they can do with this situation. Tavon Moss stepping back in the pocket. He feels good, but the pressure forces the throw. It goes out of bounds, though.
You can tell the wind affected that one. Just sails that one out of bounds, luckily for him. And yeah, we have very, very high winds here in Baton Rouge, if you guys haven't figured that one out yet with these deep balls.
And swinging out on the right side, that's Kylan Oden. No yards found on the rush, though. 3rd and 10 for LSU. It's time to wake up, get your helmets on, and get ready for this drive here. This is a massive opportunity that the defense brought you, and you need to take advantage. 3rd down here, and lining up here, Tavon Moss stepping back in the pocket, looking for a throw, but he's sacked in the backfield. Sacked for 8 yards. Good Lord, that's a shutout from the Georgia D.
And Nehemiah Brown with his 4th sack of the season, first of the game here tonight, and that is a big one to erase that pick for LSU. They're going to get the ball back after this punt. That's just a really great stop there by the Georgia defense.
4 and out for the Bulldogs. That's LSU. We're going to punt this one away. And the Georgia Bulldogs offense, exactly why you keep your helmets on at all times. You never know when it's your time to get back on. And Seth Chapman and the rest of the offense, it's time for you to do your thing.
And they're going to have solid field position up past the 30 to start this drive with just under 3 minutes left to go in the half.
Creeping up on halftime. Chapman hands this one off Lane Easton, but he's picked down in the backfield, keeping his feet under him, but so much pressure for the Tigers, prowling on their prey.
Yeah, bounced off a couple of tacklers there and then gets tackled by Bear Watkins. And that's just a great play by the LSU defense, forcing a loss on the play there.
Yeah, that was good from the Tigers there. They read that really well and knew how to take care of the monster known as Lane Easton. Chapman in the backfield looking for a throw. A lot of pressure in the pocket. Forces a quick dump down the middle. That's Jeff Master who gets his hands on the ball for 8 yards. 3rd and 4 is the position of the field.
Got a lot of velocity on that throw there, able to force it into a tight window and get an 8-yard gain. Georgia 4 for 6 on third down. They got a 3rd and 4 coming up here.
And Chapman looking for a throw, almost taken down in the backfield. Oh, that was so close to an interception, dude. Good Lord.
Billy Davis with the deflection there, making a play on the ball, forcing a punt. LSU going to have a chance to score with under 2 minutes left to go in the half.
And Chapman kicks this one back. Less than 2 minutes left for the Tigers to work with. They've got time for a bit of a long drive here, but not too much.
Yeah, 1 minute and 51 seconds to go. I do believe that LSU gets the ball at half after that Georgia interception to open the game. So if they can score here, a lot of momentum's going to be going their way to start the third quarter.
And with 2 on left, 1 on right, Tavon Moss steps back in the pocket, forces the throw very early, but Daxton Bliss gets his hands on the ball and toe dance that one in. Take a look at this.
And that's a great throw on the comeback. He's just going to be wide open on the sideline and just keep your toes in, and that's a big gain for the LSU Tigers. I believe they're at midfield now after that catch. Just shy.
A beautiful dance to get in there, 15 yards found, and back at first down, the right hash marker at the 43-yard line. That's Tavon Moss stepping back in the pocket yet again. Big throw up the left, but Daxton Bliss is put on skates.
And that's a great play there. Another big gain to get another chain mover and up past midfield this time.
Goodness, a great catch by Daxton, but man, he's lit up like a Christmas tree there. That was a hell of a hit. Hopefully he's doing okay afterwards, but he seems to be standing up straight. First down for the Tigers on the right side. There's 3 looking for a target. Tavon Moss finds one way down deep there. It's complete. It's a big bomb for 38 yards.
And the 6'3", 255-pound tight end going to go up and grab that one, and it's 1st and goal for the Tigers.
Looks like they're going to run this one in. Handoff to the backfield, swings out to the left side, and Kylan Oden gets into the end zone. Touchdown for the Tigers.
And great blocks up front for Kylan Oden to get into the end zone. Just under 90 seconds left to go in this half. So Georgia going to have a chance to make a play here and potentially take the lead back. But LSU's been doing a great job building on this momentum. We'll have a Twitch update here in just a moment.
That's Aaron Highsmith on the return for 25 yards. Amazing run for Georgia. They've done a great job of controlling the game so far, but LSU just swung this back out of nowhere. And with they've got 1.5 minutes before halftime comes around. Let's see how they handle this drive as 2 line up on the right, 1 on left. Here in the middle of the field, 27-yard line. Chapman looking for a target in the pocket. Quick throw off to the right side, but pushed out of his hand. That's Aaron Highsmith, no yards found.
And he fumbled that when he caught it, and then fumbled. Good hit there by Zachary. Over on Twitch, we have a 10-yard touchdown pass to Quan King as Texas, oh my God, extends their lead on A&M to 24-13 with 3 seconds left in the half.
2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs, the right hash mark. 2 left side, 2 right side. A lot of receivers for Chapman to look at. Fakes the handoff. Quick throw off to the right side. It's complete. That's got to be Jeff Master on the 25-yard reception.
And that's a great floater throw there to Jeff Master on the streak. He's just wide open. He's going to float this one right into the loving arms of Jeff Master, and another big gain for the Bulldogs.
Another big gain puts up big results. Love to see what Georgia are doing. They've got to move this ball quick if they want to find an answer before halftime rolls around. Chapman looking to move those chains. Big throw up the right side. Able to fight for that first down. That's Haas Carter, and then a timeout for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, the big Haas Carter going to make a play. Thought it could have been like a 2-yard gain, but Haas Carter going to turn it into an 11-yard gain.
Big throw up the left side. Able to fight for that first down. Jason Wentz with an 11-yard reception and a timeout one more time. They want to make sure that they get into the end zone. 53 seconds on the clock. and Georgia are fighting at this very moment to get into the end zone. Looking for a target on the left side. Chapman gets one complete, and Jeff Masters lit up, though.
A great play there. Not going to use their last timeouts. This clock's going to tick. Let's see what they do here.
Chapman looking for a throw yet again. Up the middle of the field, but it's not complete.
Just off the hands of Aaron Highsmith there, and that's going to stop the clock. Georgia 4 for 7 on third down here.
3rd and 2. I say Lane is the answer here, but let's see if that's what they do. That's a handoff to Lane, fighting for yards, running up the field, and gets 7 on the rush. Big play by Lane, and lining back up with 30 seconds left here on the clock. 2 on right side, and Chapman might be looking for another throw, but Lane Easton's keeping him company in the backfield. Fakes the handoff, looking for a throw up the left side. It's incomplete.
He's just going to sell that one out of bounds. That's going to stop the clock, give him a chance to regroup and call a play, get their guys on the same page for this next play.
26 seconds left. Still some time to operate. Lane Easton gets his hands on the ball. 5 yards on the rush. We're 3rd and 5.
And they're going to hurry this one up. Not a lot of time. The clock is ticking here on this 3rd and 5.
15 seconds left. Big throw up the left side. It's complete to Lane Easton, but he doesn't get into the end zone, and the clock is still ticking.
It just steps out, but that stepping out of bounds is going to stop the clock, and they're just going to take their 3 here.
Taking 3 is smart. It doesn't put you back into the lead, but it still gives you some points instead of what could have been none. That's a smart play, and I respect that for the Bulldogs. They're now just 1 below LSU, and now LSU is about to get their hands back on the ball to start off what's left of this second quarter here. 9 seconds.
They're just going to kneel this one out. Maybe, they have a couple of timeouts. Maybe they might run the ball, see what they can get out of that. And if they like their position, they might call a timeout and try and take a shot at the end zone.
We've seen crazier things, and you know what? That would make sure that they stay on top. And it's a close game here. I mean, they're going to have to do everything that they've got in the playbook to make sure that this W comes for them. I guess we'll see how this goes out here. 1 receiver on each side, handing this one off, Kylan Oden, but clock's going to tick away. No timeout goes through, which means that we are officially halfway through this game. The second quarter's over, and the scoreboard is up 27 for Georgia compared to 28 from LSU. Man, it's been a hell of a fight here. A huge offensive battle with, that is a lot of points to be up, or a lot of points on the board just in general for this early into the game. It's an offensive battle.
Yeah, 55 points on the board so far from both teams. If you're a betting person, the over-under was set at 76.5, so that's something to watch. But this game has been incredibly good from both sides. Georgia came out swinging, came out hot, and of course through that pick on the first drive, they didn't look back after that. LSU, they've made a lot of big plays, and they've got themselves back into this one, and even so much so that they have a lead now by 1. They're going to get the ball starting this third quarter. If you look at the stats, it looks like Georgia should be dominating this game, but those 2 turnovers is what helped LSU get back into this one. And yeah, this has just been a very tight-knit battle between these 2 teams, and we have a really, really important second half here. One of these teams is going to severely increase their odds to get into the playoffs with the win. The other may not exactly eliminate themselves, but do put themselves in between a rock and a hard place here as we kick off this third quarter.
And the third quarter is here. LSU getting their hands back on the ball and look to begin an intense drive. That's going to be on the return, Billy Davis, who picks up 31. Not a bad place to start for the Tigers.
Yeah, they're going to start just up past the 35, so great field position to open this drive.
And with 3 receivers on the right side, I'm sure that Tavon, no, wait a minute, that's a handoff up to the left, but Kylan Oden had his feet swept down in the backfield.
Yeah, great job there by Clayton Cobb setting the edge and forcing the tackle for a loss there. Just hits him in the right area, and that's a 2-yard loss, and Georgia starting this half off good.
But a little more opportunity to keep that momentum going for LSU. 2nd and 12 up here at the 34-yard line. Looking for a handoff, fakes the handoff. In the pocket, big throw, out right side. It's complete. Mikey Fusaro picks up 19.
And he's had a huge game so far. There's a lot of defenders closing in right here. You can see. And he just comes down with that catch. It looked like the defender was there to try and make a play. Dominic McKenzie looking to pick that one up, but Fusaro comes down with it. He's had a big game so far tonight and an even bigger season.
Yeah, poor guy got dogpiled afterwards, but you know what? You put your body on the line and put up a hell of a fight and hope that you come out on top, and that's what they've been doing so far. Jalen Whitaker on the rush up the middle, but he's read pretty easily.
Yeah, that's the 3-star freshman receiver getting the carry there. Frankie Dawkins on the stop.
And one receiver on each side. Tavon Moss faking the handoff. In the pocket, looking for a throw, way downfield. It's incomplete.
Yeah, he gave his receiver a chance. He kind of threw it into double coverage with Dominic McKenzie, Kendall Simmons on the coverage there, and LSU 2 for 5 on 3rd down tonight so far.
Tavon Moss stepping way back. He's able to get the throw off though, and goes towards Kylan Oden for 4 yards found, but not enough for a 1st down. Surely they're going to punt it away here.
Yeah, tries to push forward. I believe Bo Martin came down with the tackle. Frankie Dawkins, excuse me, with a big play there to get the ball back for the Bulldogs.
And the Bulldogs looking to find just a couple more points to get on top of LSU, as they have a 1-point lead right now, but one field goal could change this game entirely. Let's see if the Bulldogs can find that, as they start this drive off at the 20-yard line, and Seth Chapman might not have the most confidence after a couple picks so far. Let's see if his mental's changed up since he hit the locker room. Haas Carter does pick up 3 yards.
Only a 3-yard gain, but a positive gain to start the drive here for the Bulldogs.
Baby steps, and next thing you know, you'll be moving a mountain being the LSU Tigers. Handing this one off, fakes the handoff to Lane Easton, and decides to hold on to it for himself. Chapman runs up the right side and slides in for a 1st down, but just shy of it.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with him sliding there. It looked like he might have had a good bit of open space to, get past the marker and maybe even more.
Yeah, usually he's pretty good about, wanting to fight for yards there. I guess, after a couple big hits, maybe he didn't want to risk that. Throw up to the right side. Oh, Lane Easton gets laid out there.
And he gets absolutely hammered there on the play by Pablo Ortiz coming down with that tackle there. Just leads him a bit behind, and Lane Easton's got to create some ground there, but just a great play by Pablo Ortiz, and this is going to force the ball back to the Tigers.
And one on each side. Chapman has company in the backfield. It's going to be a punt away. That's a pretty, I believe that was almost a shutout there. Not exactly a 4th and out, but a pretty good defense overall from LSU, as now Georgia have lost the ball, and LSU look to up their advantage a little bit more.
And they're going to have really good field position to start this drive from the 48-yard line.
A lot of bodies on the line of scrimmage. Tavon Moss steps back, though. Pressure in the pocket, forced to throw out to the right side, but it looks like somebody was not ready for that throw.
Yeah, I think he just forced that one out of bounds just to live to see another down, as I like to say.
2 on right, 1 on left. Tavon Moss stepping back yet again. Big throw up the left side. It's complete. No. Is it?
Kendall Simmons forced that one out. Great play by Simmons, and he's had a really good game tonight forcing those balls out on those catches.
3rd and 10 yet again. Tavon Moss steps way back. Big throw out to the right side, but down he goes. What a clothesline.
Yeah, L'Jarius Sexton with his big JBL impression on the hit there, and the clothesline from hell, and it's a great play. And Georgia's going to get this ball back after a punt.
4th and out for the Georgia defense. You got to love that energy. While both teams might not have had the most electric defense so far, we have seen a few interceptions, but with how many points have been on the board, it's definitely been a more offensive battle. But since we've got into the second half, both defenses have started really putting up big numbers here.
And these defenses have started off really well so far, multiple punts back and forth. It's only a matter of time before we see a good offensive drive from one of these teams once again.
And let's see if the Bulldogs can make that drive happen. Seth Chapman back on the field. The first play, handoff goes to Lane Easton, fights for 6 yards.
And he gets swallowed up, but Lane Easton really good at fighting for every yard he can. He's up to 76 yards on the night, inching closer to that 1,000-yard mark.
I sure hope he gets it. I hope he does. And in the backfield, handoff this time yet again goes to Lane Easton, but just that was a great wall of China on the front line. There's no way you're getting through that.
Yeah, only a couple of yards there. Cletus Clodfelter credited with the tackle, and Georgia 5 for 10 on third down, and they have a 3rd and 2 right here.
3rd and 2 for the Georgia Bulldogs, just shy of that first down needed to keep this drive alive. Big throw off to the left side. The first down has been found. Aaron Highsmith gets 11 up.
That's a great catch to keep this drive alive for Highsmith, and they're pushing the ball downfield. They're starting this here at the 43.
And Chapman fakes the handoff, running upfield this time, doing it all by himself, straight into a defender, 14 yards on the rush. That's the aggressive quarterback that I know.
Yeah, it's been a bit since we've seen him pull the ball from the running back and take it himself, but that for another big gain. He's got 69 yards rushing on the night so far.
This kind of looks like a blitz from LSU. Yes, that they are. They are rushing the pocket, but the throw goes out. It's complete, and boom, Michael Lowry with a big hit. Fights for that first down.
And I believe that's the corner playing running back there, able to get a swing route there and caught the ball for a nice gain to move the sticks.
2 on left side. It goes complete yet again. Seth Chapman's been great with these bullet throws. Aaron Highsmith picks up 6 yards.
And he's got to make quick reads because LSU is showing a lot of pressure here. And as long as he makes these quick reads, he will be in good position.
2 on the left. Chapman looking for a target. Pressure in the pocket, forces the throw. That's Big Haas on the 1-yard reception.
Only 1 yard, good tackle on the outside there. And this brings up 3rd and 3 for the Bulldogs as they're 6 for 11 on third down.
3 yards needed. Chapman's holding on to it, running upfield, gets the first down, but it's fumbled away.
Luckily for the Bulldogs, they were able to recover that one. The offensive lineman fell on it, and still a first down, and they're going to continue this drive here into the red zone.
And the Georgia Bulldogs saw the light there for a moment, but the light was hatched up, and back on the field you go. Seth Chapman hands this one off. Rodney Powell, but no yards found.
He's going to get swallowed up in the backfield by Jay Reed. That's the walk-on. Rodney Powell with the carry there.
Lining up yet again. 2nd and 10. Chapman's way deep in the backfield, very comfy in the pocket, but throws it deep. Chris on the deflection.
Yeah, dangerous throw there by Chapman, and Chris Gentry gonna bat that one down. This brings up 3rd and long for the Bulldogs.
3rd and long, but how long can the Bulldogs go? So much pressure in the pocket, forces the throw. Don Carter can't find 10 needed though.
And this might force the Bulldogs to take their 3. They're going to from the left hash. Let's see how the wind plays into this one, but they have a chance to take the lead here.
And you know what? This puts them in the lead if this goes through. Oh, it's missed. No.
Off the upright and just a little too far right, and LSU's going to get this ball back.
God, Georgia was banking on that field goal to get up on the scoreboard. Surely that much pressure got to the head of Russ Munson, and now Tavon Moss and the rest of LSU are back on the field. Big throw up the left side. That's Mikey with another 10 yards. Second and inches for the Tigers. 2 on the left side and fighting for their life here. Handoff goes to Kylan Oden for a 9-yard rush. That first down has been found, and they are moving the chains.
Yeah, and the Georgia defense has done a great job stopping Odin so far tonight. He's got 10 carries for 16 yards, but that's a huge play to keep this drive alive for him.
38-yard line. Tavon steps back and finds a good throw out to the right. That's Big Bob for a 16-yard reception.
Yeah, when in doubt, corner route, and he's just going to hit that there and wide open for a nice 15-yard gain, and LSU pushing the ball downfield.
First down, the right hash mark of the 45, and the Tigers looking to keep this drive moving. Big pitch off to the left, goes to Colin Odin, but taken down in the backfield, no yards found.
And that's a great play by the defensive tackle, now playing defensive end Joshua Edmonds. And he just makes a great read on the pitch and forces that loss.
Bad news for the Tigers, 2nd and 14. But surely they can make up for it here. Play action moves one over to the left side. Tavon Moss is looking for a throw, but he's sacked in the backfield. Oh man, they read that like a book.
Yeah, pressure coming off the edge from the 3-star middle linebacker Bryce Frey. He gets first contact here, but forces him just a bit off balance, and it's cleaned up there by a walk-on, I believe, coming in on the sack. And just a great play by this Georgia defense to force a 3rd and forever.
3rd and a whole lot of green. Let's see what the Tigers can do to find that yardage needed. Big throw off to the left side. It's complete. Mikey picks up a first down, 26-yard reception.
And 3rd and forever is clearly not a problem for Tavon Moss and the LSU offense. Mikey Fusara wide open, just layers it over the defender, and perfect throw, perfect catch to move the sticks and keep this drive alive.
Beautiful play. Just when we thought that LSU were going to be ruled out of this drive, that one just kept everything going. Mikey's been putting on a show for us tonight. I should have brought some dollar bills. Big throw up the right side, but it's incomplete. Oh, that is complete. Daxton Bliss.
A nice 5-yard gain just to make this a bit closer, and they're just shy of the PX1 Sports red zone here.
3 on the left, 1 on the right. Big Bob running up the middle on the reception, 3 yards found.
Yeah, this is a big 3rd down coming up here for the LSU offense. 32 Tavon Moss, 24 for 34 on the game so far. Every time they've been in the red zone, they've scored a touchdown. So let's see how they do here.
Big pitch off to the right. First down is found. Kyle Nolan with a 9-yard rush.
And they're going to move the chains, keep this drive alive. Colin Odin, 3 touchdowns on the night. Can he get another one in this position?
15 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. This game has been moving quick. Jalen Whitaker on a 5-yard rush.
That's the receiver getting the carry there, and they're inching closer with every play towards that end zone. Bo Martin on the stop.
The end of the 3rd is here. 27-28. Georgia just need 2 more points to come out on top, and LSU need to maintain the lead that they have. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back. Back on the field here in Baton Rouge. Let's see how this is going to go. All lined up on the line of scrimmage. Big handoff in the backfield, but read like a book on the edge. Jalen Whitaker can't find any yards.
Yeah, that's a great play by Richard Howell, setting the edge and forcing the loss on Whitaker there. And 3rd and 5 coming up for LSU. They're 4 for 9, and this is a big one here.
A big one indeed. 2 on right, 2 on the left. Oh, no.
What a throw there to Bob McRoberts, but it was just incomplete. And that would have been a touchdown, but they're forced to take 3. I'll have a Twitch update here for you in just a moment.
Lathan Auger on the kick. Oh, the wind has really been messing up these kickers tonight.
And this side of the field has been the windiest, and that's the 2nd one off the upright on this side of the field. And, you know, if LSU would have got that 4th down maybe just, a minute earlier, they probably would have made that kick.
And the Bulldogs lining up here at the right hash mark of the 20-yard line. Let's see what Seth Chapman can do. A lot of pressure put on his back right here in the fourth quarter. How much can you make up for? Can we get into the end zone, or will our playoff dreams be shut out here? Two line up on the left side, one on right. And Lane Easton's keeping Chapman company in the backfield. Handoff goes to Lane, runs up the middle of the field, 5 yards on the rush.
Over on switch, we have a 51-yard touchdown pass to Charlie Joe. Texas up 34-19. 8 minutes and 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And with 2 on left, 2 on right, Chapman looking for a target downfield. He's forced to throw it quick. It's incomplete, though.
Arm hit as he threw there, and they're going to punt this one back to LSU. Like we mentioned earlier, we have a lot of big games going on tonight, especially right now. We have a game that'll potentially up the voting odds for one of these teams. A very tight-knit game. Of course, over on Twitch, we have the Big 12 being decided. If Texas can win, they will win the conference. If Texas A&M wins, then Oklahoma wins the conference over there on Twitch. So big games going on here on Wednesday night.
Just another Wednesday night for CFSL. Nothing but incredible football action. Tavon Moss fakes the handoff to the left side. He's comfortable in the pocket, looking for a throw. Oh, Clayton Cobb almost put his hands on it.
Yeah, maybe just a bit too comfortable back there in that pocket. And Clayton Cobb coming up with a nice play there. Almost picked it off, but 2nd and 10 here for the Tigers.
2nd and 10 for the Tigers, the right hash mark of the 49. Still on their side of the field, but look who's going to change that. Kylan Oden with a big rush, finds 5.
And we have a scoreless second half here on YouTube. And don't get me wrong, I love a defensive battle, but one of these teams is going to come out and score here soon.
The whole third quarter and no points put up, all thanks to the wind. And tonight, as Kylan Oden picks up 7, but the wind has messed up both kickers for field goals in just one quarter. And 3 on the left side. LSU lining up here, looking to take advantage of this first down. Big throw down the middle. It goes to Mikey. Look at him go, man. This guy's showing up and showing out.
And a very tight window throw, and I believe this might be Mikey's biggest game of the season. He had a big game last week with 7 catches and 126 yards. That's hard to level up, but he did that.
And in week 8, what a perfect time to show up. Mikey on another catch, first down found, 3-yard reception.
That's his 8th catch of the night. Tavon Moss, 27 for 39, just past 400 yards on the game.
2 on the right side. Play action moves the third one over. That's got to be Big Bob hanging back there waiting for a block. Big throw from Moss up the left side. Hits it, goes through one, but Dior Walker finally taken down after finding another first down. Those chains just can't stop moving.
Now, these tight ends are heavily involved. Bob McRoberts and Dior Walker, both vital pieces of this offense.
A quick dump down the middle. It's complete.
Bob McRoberts on the catch. That's his 7th of the night. That puts him at about 959 yards on the season. So there is a chance he crosses 1,000 tonight here too.
The Georgia defense on their Alamo time. Let's see if they can make this defense happen. Creeping up towards the end zone. Jalen Whitaker just shy of that yellow grass.
Yeah, that's his first catch on the night. We've seen him a lot as a rusher. That's his first look as a receiver as they inch closer to the end zone.
And yellow turf awaits the Tigers. Kylan Oden gets it in. Touchdown for the Tigers.
Now, you're not going to believe this, but that is Kylan Oden's 4th touchdown on the night. That gives him 5 touchdowns on the season. And he's had one heck of a game when he gets down to that goal line area. I mean, he's incredibly good, and now they're going to go up 8 over Georgia here.
The PAT is good. LSU now has 35, and Georgia needs 8 to answer what the Tigers have put up so far. Here comes the return. Oh, Frankie Dawkins swarmed in the backfield there, and he gets taken down at around the 17-yard line.
Special teams, special plays. The LSU special teams unit has done a very good job of containing Frankie Dawkins.
And on the left side goes two. Chapman fakes the handoff. Comfy in the pocket. Throws out to the left. It goes to Jason Wentz for a first down.
Yeah, huge play there, and they're going to need something here on this drive. You know, still a good bit of time left, but every tick of the clock, your dreams start to get, you know, a little bit harder to achieve. And Georgia, I know they're very capable of scoring here on this drive with 5 minutes left to go.
And with two on the right, Chapman holding on to it this time. Pitch off to the left. Goes to Lane Easton, but still down 1 yard.
And Marvin Olson on the stop there. I believe that's a walk-on coming up big on the play.
And lining up here at the left hash mark of the 33, 2nd and 11. And here come the Bulldogs. Chapman's hanging out in the pocket. He swings out to the right side, and he's taken down. Fumble. LSU pick up the ball. That's a fumble. LSU have the ball back.
That is a great play. Bear Watkins going to come up with the fumble recovery there. Cletus Clodfelter, he's just going to shadow Chapman, lay the hit. Bear Watkins going to pick that one up, and LSU, just like that, gets the ball back just past midfield, and they're going to be in a very good spot.
And Georgia just lost all momentum on that drive. What looked so good, what looked like a dream for them for a moment, has now been shut down. They're forced to wake up as the defense hits the field. Kylan Oden back up and hits a 1 yard rush.
Solid 1 yard gain there. Bo Martin on the stop. Georgia needs a quick 3 and out if they want to stay in this game.
And Moss hands this one off yet again. Oden on the rush, but he's taken down. Only finds 2.
It fights forward for every inch he can. Only able to get 2 yards out of that. Dominic McKenzie on the stop. LSU 5 for 11 on 3rd down here, and they got a 3rd and 7 coming up here.
3rd and 7. Stepping back is Tavon Moss. He's forced to throw. Big pressure in the pocket. It is complete, though, but there's a flag on the play. Face mask on the defense.
Face mask, yeah. I mean, Louis Faircloth, I got to give all credit to him on that catch while getting your face mask grabbed. Still have enough concentration to hold on to that ball. Now they're here on the 1 yard line.
And guess who gets in for a 5th touchdown of the night? Kylan Oden is on fire. Touchdown for the Tigers.
I mean, this might be one of the best games in the CFSL modern era for Kylan Oden. 5 touchdowns in one night, and that one the biggest. I mean, to create a 2-possession lead with just 4 minutes left in the game. And, you know, a 5 touchdown performance, he might not even get player of the week just, you know, because of the 30 yards, but I mean, still one heck of a performance. And we have a Twitch update for you here in just a sec.
And Frankie Dawkins taken down yet again. Can't quite find a phenomenal return, one that he's usually known for, but he's been shut down tonight as Georgia line up for what could be the last time of the evening and maybe even the season. Chapman holding onto the ball and running out to the right side, but no yards found on the rush.
Over on Twitch, we have the 18-yard touchdown pass to Charlie Joe as the Longhorns are now at 41-19 with 4:35 left in the game. You can hear my smile getting bigger as I read those Twitch updates.
And Chapman hanging out in the pocket. Quick throw off to the left. Lane Easton's taken down, though.
And a great play by the LSU defense. And you could just tell the momentum is heavily swung in their favor over the last couple of drives. Billy Davis on the hit here, a big one. And LSU is going to be riding high after those last 2 drives on offense. And let's see if they can continue this.
3 bodies on the right side, and Chapman surely looking for a deep target. Forced to throw it out, though. It's put it out of his hands.
And a great play, and Georgia going to be forced to punt this one back to LSU. LSU going to have really good position to start this drive, and if they can get one more touchdown, that might be the nail in the coffin.
And out of bounds it goes. LSU have their hands back on the ball. They're up pretty good amount of points, and there's only 3 minutes left in this final quarter of the game. Georgia needs a 4-and-out right now, but Kyle Noden gets a 6-yard rush. Georgia's not looking too hot right now.
Man, with every tick of the clock, your dreams start to become harder to achieve, and they're going to be chewing this clock up pretty much for the rest of this game if they get into the first down, and Georgia's going to have to start using some timeouts.
Just keep running that ball up. Colin Oden, let's try and get him some more yards. If we wanted to be player of the week here, we're going to have to start feeding him the ball a little bit more. I think that's what we do with this last couple minutes here, is just keep feeding him the ball, let him run upfield a little bit, and then, that's all that, And 3rd and 1. But Colin Oden deep in the backfield yet again, just chewing out the clock, slowly ticking away. That I find words to come up with to watch this time. Nothing's happening here. Just waiting for this big hit. Oden gets the handoff, runs upfield. First down is found, and that's a timeout for the Bulldogs.
And Georgia going to be forced to use these timeouts, and LSU pretty much needs one more first down to ice the game.
Colin Oden forced out a little bit. 1 yard on the rush, though. Another timeout goes through for the Bulldogs.
Over on Twitch, we have a 4-yard touchdown pass to Anthony Weston for the A&M Aggies as they hope for a comeback as Texas leads 41-27. The 2-point conversion is good. 2 minutes and 51 seconds left in the game.
Big swing to the outside. Jalen Whitaker with a 12-yard rush finds him to the first down. We're 1 minute and 47 into this game, and the clock's still going. Big run on the outside. Man, he's pushed out by 3, pushed out by 4. Jalen Whitaker, poor little guy there, is just shoved around.
Yeah, I mean, just a couple of yards there. 2nd and 8 for LSU. And you know what? They forced him out of bounds. That's going to stop the clock. That was really good by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I think it's a smart move. They're trying to hold on to this defense. Let's just try and get him out of bounds like that. Handoff this time goes up for Kylan Oden. 7 yards on the rush, 3rd and 2.
A short 3rd down here, and one more first down is going to ice it. They have 2 yards to go, and they will finish their season 4-4. Let's see if they can get it.
And with 2 lining up on the right side, 1 on the left. LSU chewing out the clock. When the timer goes down, there'll be less than a minute left for them to work with. But 3rd and 2, surely that's a handoff to Colin Oden to find that first down needed, keep the clock going, and let them get this game in. Big throw out to the right side, maybe looking for one more touchdown before this game's over, but we're going for a field goal. Just a bit of icing on the cake that LSU's been baking for the past hour and a half. Is it complete? Another 3 up, another 3, and another great kick for Lathan Auger. And amazing stuff from LSU so far with 49 seconds left in this game. Georgia gets their hands back on the ball. Let's see what Frankie Dawkins can do on the return.
And I think that's actually going to make this a 3-possession game, which is almost impossible for Georgia to come back from. They're going to need touchdown on touchdown on touchdown almost immediately. But Georgia, they're most likely going to fall to 3-5, but let's see what they can do in this final drive of the season.
A big throw is all they can dream for. Able to find 10 yards on that pass. That's Big Boss Haas for 11.
First down.
That's his 6th catch of the night.
As Georgia hits the field for what could be the last time for some of these players here in their senior year. A big throw up the middle. Just playing for the sport of it. Jeff Master, 16 yards on the reception. They're looking to go out with a bang, rushing back on the ball. And Georgia not wasting a moment. Seth Chapman in the backfield looking for a throw, but he's sacked in the backfield. 2nd and 19.
They're going to have to rush back on the ball as this clock ticks down. Spiking it.
One more play is what it looks like. We'll be calling it wraps from there. Georgia hoping for something big. Looking for a deep throw down the left side. It's incomplete. He didn't keep his hands on it. My nerves would be a little shot too, depending on this situation here. So no surprise there. But now Georgia are forced to punt this away and let LSU cash in this victory.
They're pretty much conceding here. LSU most likely going to kneel this out after this punt. Just what a game from these Tigers, man.
Who do you think your top player is for the Tigers tonight?
I mean, it's got to be Colin Oden, right? 5 touchdowns. It's that I don't think you could give that to anybody else, right?
Yeah, it definitely is been a great night for Oden, but I tell you who's kept them alive in those drives is Mikey Fusaro. That guy has definitely had a great night as far as earning yards goes, just keeping those drives alive and doing what these reliable receivers need to do. That being said, our game is over. LSU comes out on top, and the Bulldogs return back to the locker room for what could be the last time this season. Val, do you have any final thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, this has just been a great game from both of these teams, and LSU coming out, finishing their season 4-4. Both of these teams are with brand new ADs, and Rob put together a really great season, and nothing to hang your head about. There is a bright future for Georgia. LSU potentially going to be in the playoffs after this one, so we're going to see a little bit more of them here in the near future.
Appreciate you, Val. Thank you to Austin Crow and Mike Peters for making this happen. And thank you to the viewers who joined us for tonight. We'll be back here in about an hour and a half, a little bit less, for Virginia Tech and Notre Dame.